Good morning. You're listening to WNJC 1360, the Eye of the Tiger. Today in the studio we have the man, the legend, Big Lou. What up, what up, what up, Big Lou? What's going, man?
Good morning, everybody. Shout to Angel Cordero.
Hey, Lou.
The whole Camden.
Yeah, Lou. We're going to be talking about Camden. But first we're going to start off with the Opportunity Scholarship Act. Next, the 30th, the December 1st, we will have a rally in the State House in Trenton. Rally starts at 10 o'clock. It's from 10 to 1. In support of the Opportunity Scholarship Act. I'll also hear, Lou, that this organization called SOS, I have a better name for them, but I won't say that in the radio. SOS stands for Save Our Schools. You know,
say the other name. I like the other name you made up better.
Yeah, the other name was a lot better, and it starts. It has a B in the middle. You know what kills me with this is that children are dying. There are 100,000 children in New Jersey are sentenced to a life of poverty every year. In Camden, it's total destruction. It's gotten so bad that raising a kid in Camden is a form of child abuse. Camden kids don't have no future because when you take away education, you have taken everything away from that child. These people who live in the suburbs, who send their kids to nice schools, to good schools, because we're our problem is not with suburban public schools. Our problem is with urban public schools, especially the 31 Abbott districts. So these SOA people, Save Our Schools, are against vouchers, are against the OSA. And they are save our schools. They are trying to save bricks. They're trying to save building. But heck with the children. You don't hear them say anything about children. The heck with these buildings. We are losing our children in vast numbers. And you have an organization like the SOS, Save Our Schools, coming and trying to stop the passage of the Opportunity Scholarship that is a lifeline to these children who will, if this is not passed, if the OSA is not passed in lame duck, they will find themselves in cemeteries. They will find themselves in jail. They will find themselves doing some kind of crime because they have no hope. There is nothing for them. So these evil people are trying to stop the OSA from passing and call themselves Save Our Schools. Number one, SOS. The Opportunity Scholarship Act is to force the schools, the public schools, the urban public schools to improve. Because they've been trying to improve for 40 years, have more money than God, and haven't been able to do anything. And at the end of the day, have no plan right now on the table to how to get a kid from Camden a better education. Or they don't want to. So you got this SOS who are with the teachers union, who are a branch of the teachers union, who get their money from the teachers union, or the devil, one of them, and they're probably both one of the same, trying to stop the Opportunity Scholarship Act. Big Lou, what the hell's going on? Where's this world coming to? You choose to save a building, to save bricks, instead of saving lives.
Yeah.
What is this? Can you tell me what this madness is about?
I mean, it's even hard to put your finger on it. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how so many things is getting overlooked. You know what I'm saying? With how especially in Camden, with how the kids is getting handled in Camden with the charter schools and everything, you know what I mean? It's like they just gave up. It just seems like they just laid down. They just don't care about, you know, if a kid dies, if a kid gets education, if a kid go far. It's so much poverty. Poverty is at an all-time high in Camden, you know what I mean? And it's sad. It's sad.
They care. They care that the state continues to send them $22,900.
And
that's what they care about.
Yeah, and that's why some of us got to stand together and, you know, and start fighting. You know, if we don't fight, we're not going to go nowhere. If we give up, you know what I'm saying, we gotta be like the movie 300. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how we gotta be. And there's only a couple strong leaders. You know, you being yourself, me knowing that I am one too. And, you know,
300.
We gotta stick together and we gotta fight. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I think that movie. That's fat movie. That's really, really good.
Yeah.
And again, look, I'm all for charter schools, and I think they're doing great. And the story that always pops into my mind is when just not too long ago, the State Department of Education closed a school in Newark, a charter school in Newark, and there was parents outside protesting. And a reporter comes and asks the parent, "Why are you out here protesting? They were not teaching your kids."
Wow.
And the parent turned around and said, "At least when I went to work, I knew that my child was safe.
Right.
What am I going to do now, sir? What am I going to do now?" Did the State Department of Education took into consideration about that?
Wow.
Does anybody care about the safety of these children?
Wow.
You know, sending your kids to Woodrow Wilson, you're taking a huge gamble that your child is not going to return.
Right.
First, he has to walk through drug-infected corners. Then you have to deal with the drugs in the schools and the violence in the schools.
Yeah.
I mean, it's madness.
Right.
I have the Tiger. Can I help you?
Yes, I want to call in. I wanted to give my opinion about the topic about today.
Yes.
How you doing? I don't listen to the AM station that much, but I'll always tune in when Angel Cordero's when it's Angel Cordero's time with Big Lou. Shout out to Angel Cordero.
Thank you, sir. How you doing? What is your name?
My name is Stan G. Carter.
Stan G. Carter. Hey, what's going on, man? So what bring you around today? Talk to me.
You know, not to get off the topic or anything, but, you know, I wanted to state some things like, I agree with the idea that parents should be given the opportunity to allow their child or children to attend any charter public school of their choice.
Yes.
But I have a couple questions.
Yes.
Why hasn't this been passed yet? And what have they done to encourage parents or children on a broader scale about this matter? And, you know, I only heard about this through my man, Big Lou. And, you know, I'm one of the parents that wanted to attend a rally. You understand what I'm saying? So,
I'll give you the short version of why the Opportunity Scholarship Act that will give you $12,000 so you can send your child to a private school, a religious school, a public school, the school of your choice. You will be shopping like you do for a car, like you do for your groceries, like you do for everything else. You'll be shopping for a good education for your child. And when it comes to education, by the way, you don't have a choice if you don't have any money. And this is what's happening to parents in Camden. The reason the Opportunity Scholarship Act has not passed is because a black and Hispanic legislator has sold out the dream. They have sold out their people. They are with the teachers union and they have not supported this. We've been at this for 8 years. And they have not supported because the teachers union are a very powerful organization, and these legislators are more interested in getting reelected than to saving lives. They're different. Now, some organizations really get a donation to deal with the with the grassroots movement. And it's their call how they get it done. I myself, my organization, Excellent Education for Everyone, we have been talking about this for 8 years. We are the architect of the of this bill, and we are constantly talking to parents, talking to legislators, and trying to get this passed. And but so some people handle it different. Now there could be several reasons why it doesn't go in the direction that maybe Big Lou wants it to go. But
also, what I was talking. What's up, Gerald? What I was talking to Gerald about. We're not fighting. We're just all fighting in the same direction. Yeah, that's all. And me, your chief is in the building. Gerald, we got.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Gerald, this is the dude I told you. He got a good opportunity at the office too. You know what I mean? Like I spoke good on your behalf too. You know what I mean? But it's definitely not a conflict or nothing. But what I'm saying, if you keep on going year after year trying to pass this bill and going about it the way that y'all going is going to constantly fail. It's going to fail.
Hold on, Lou.
We got to change it up if we want it to go right.
Listen, Lou. We've been the architect of this bill is excellent education for everyone.
Right.
When we started, there was nobody. Mm-hmm. Right now, and we fought everybody, okay?
Right.
And right now there's a whole lot of organization. We could do better in New Jersey. B4K. We have even the governor supporting this. Okay, now, we have came a long way right now to that everybody is and now we're talking about the black and Hispanic legislators. They're running scared because there's nowhere to hide. You're gonna have to face up to music, and at once and for all, you have to do the right thing. They are used to doing the popular thing. Now you got to do the right thing and vote for this bill. So they can't hide anymore. So we are coming to a point that we have been through it all. But right now, this is looking really good because we have a lot of support. There's a lot of people. B4K is $1 billion organization in New Jersey who are supporting this.
And that's good, but we talking about the city. We talking about the people in the inner city. Someone like Gerald, you know what I mean? Someone like Miss Tilda, who's probably listening right now. Someone like Harry, who got a kid, who I talked to this about. We got to reach the people in the inner city. I talked to over 100 people since we had that meeting over there at the school. And it's not shutting down nobody, but I guarantee you that if they keep on moving the way they moving now and not really getting the word out there, it's going to be 5 more years before they can pass that bill.
No,
I guarantee that.
Not 5 years, Lou. We got 5 years. This thing's about
to and that's why we got to move strong. And that's why these people that's here, they want to move strong. They all about that. They all about what you told me, Angel. And I've reflected everything you told me to these people. But these people you got to remember that people in the inner city, they adamant about things like this because they got kids. Like Gerald, who's on the line that got a kid and was like, yo, I want to be in Trenton for that rally. I want to be there. I want to make the phone calls. I want to be in their face. Now, you got people like this. This is like... so many people I talk to.
Let me tell you what we
so
are right now.
I get offended when I do talk to people that need to be putting the money in the right place to get the word out there to them parents, to be out there rallying, and after the rally to the 9th, making them phone calls to help pass this bill. That's the only way you're going to do it if you fight. If the people stand together, you need the people to fight heavy. With all due respect to the governor going and everything, that's what they do. When they see something working, then they show up. You know what I mean? It's about the people at the end.
In Camden right now, we have Assemblyman Fuentes, Assemblyman Wilson, and Assemblyman Norcross. Our 4 legislators who are support this bill. And they're in support. At no other time in history have we had 3 legislators supporting this bill. Okay. Now, Camden, we've been working here. I've been in Camden for what? On this bill for more than 11 years. I've been doing protests. I've been out there talking. I've been talking in this building.
With all due respect, to Norcross, to Angel Fuentes, I think you insult yourself even putting your name in the same category with them guys. That's just me. That's just me.
These days,
that's just me.
You have cats and dogs now working together. When the governor came out with this bill, that surprised me. That tells me the power of this movement, that everybody's reaching across the aisle to work together, Democrats, Republicans, Independents.
Let me tell you something, Blue. I don't care if I have to work with the devil. If he's going to save my children, if he's going to save these kids, if they're going to give these kids a lifeline, if they're going to save these kids' life so they don't end up in jail, in cemetery, I will side with the devil. It doesn't matter.
If you side with the devil and you still can't get through to the kids' parents, you're going to fail.
Look.
You're going to fail. Regardless, it goes through the parents. The parents is the one.
Look, grassroots is key to all this. And we have been doing it. But you can't say that everything because of one rally is going to fail. No, you can't say that.
That's just a little battle in the big war.
This is a tiny battle.
I just want you to keep your thoughts where they are, because I don't want you to get off message, because I do not tolerate my people. We have worked very hard for this, and we continue to do it. And if it's going to take me 10 years, though, I'm going to have the same energy now as 10 years. I am not going to stop, because stopping, you know what means stopping? Stopping means that you, your kids, your family, our family, we don't have a future. That's what stopping means. There is no turning back.
And I understand that, and I actually applaud you for the way you feel. But I'm more with the Harriet Tubman movement. When everybody was trying to free the slaves, Harriet Tubman took it for a different lane. She said, "Let's do it like this, because this way could be better. This way could be better. Let's go this way. Let's do this. Let's reach the people like that." And you know what she did? She had all them people following, and that's all I'm telling you, Angel. That some things got to change for it to improve. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing about the movement or nothing. Understand where I'm coming from, because every parent I talk to in the hood, they understand where I'm coming from. This start with the people in the hood, the parents that's mad because their kids ain't getting the right education, because they scared of their kids walking down the block because they got to go through drug sets to go to school.
All right, let's go back to the phone, because we got to get up. We're back on Carter. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, any last comments, sir?
No, that was it. I just thank you very much, and you have a blessed day. And Lou, I'll get up with you, man. Enjoy.
No doubt, Joe.
Keep listening. I hope to hear you again.
Yes.
Definitely will. Thank you.
Awesome.
Angel, you know.
Let me introduce.
Oh, my man.
Let me introduce the chief is in the house.
I had to take a big detour this morning, but I finally got here.
What's that, Chief? I missed you last week.
Man, I missed you guys too, man.
But I left the big Lou.
Yeah, man.
I know you hope he left me today.
Crazy energies, man. Crazy energies out there.
I can't leave him.
I was getting my knee scoped last week, man. I really couldn't make it.
How you feel, Big?
I feel good, man. I feel good, on the road. But, as we talk about this war on illiteracy, poverty, on ignorance, when you fight a war, there's many ways to fight the war. You have the conventional means. You have the unconventional means, your special operations, underground railroad. I'm so glad you mentioned that. Yeah. There's room for everybody in this war, to participate in their own way, as long as in the end we arrive victors.
Chief, let me just say something real quick. And this is the difference between Harriet Tubman, the movement, the civil rights movement, and today's era. We have no fight right now. If you can't get up, Chief, if you cannot get up to fight, hold up. If you cannot get up to fight for your children, and I've been fighting for children in Camden, and I have had countless protests. The people have never answered. The people have never shut down. But I will tell you this. If what is happening now to our children will be happening to Cherry Hill and the white folks out there,
they lose their mind.
There will be riots in the streets.
This would be the biggest thing on the news 24/7.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? But it's not their problem. In fact, it's almost an opportunity, and I hate to use that word, but it's like, the ignorance and the poverty in the urban areas are just like mechanisms for them to make money off you. And they would just love it if we, Blue, Angel, if we just all just stayed quiet and didn't create a fuss and just accepted an 80%, dropout rate and, just high multi-generational illiteracy. then the other powers to be will come in and they'll have the contracts trying to fix the problem, but really, they know they're not fixing it, but they're getting paid.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
But there's that's why I say is a way to nudge people. You got to nudge people to get that fight out of them too. Like everything I do is for a reason. Even the reason I wanted to get involved in this, you know what I'm saying? I don't care about the money or not. You know what I'm saying? I look at the change of the future. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's going on with him, with Angel. Like I wish Angel was in office. So my thing is this could help. This could help Angel. This could help Angel get in office.
Guys,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me just finish.
Let's do it the right way.
I got a call. Look, we talk about people that we don't tell them and they feel left out. Yo, what about the 43 plus murders in Camden? Shouldn't that get you out of your seat to go out and fight?
How about Atlantic City this weekend? You see all those shootings and two people died, and and they're trying to get people to come into Atlantic City.
Whatever.
This is our urban areas.
Yes, black and Hispanic people have lost the will to fight back. We have accepted. We accept the fact that we got bad schools. We have accept the fact that they're killing kids all day long.
But what's the best way to hit them? To make them stand up for the fight. What's the best way? Nowadays is iPods, is internet, is everything. If they can't get it in the hood, take it to where they be at. Take it to where they be at. Promote where they be at. Make them stand up for something. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we can't complain all the time. We got to keep on fighting.
Well, no,
because if we stop fighting, then we just much as suspect as the people that stop.
Who has stopped fighting, Lou?
Exactly.
Who has stopped fighting?
So why is we talking about it? So why is we talking about it? Let's keep fighting. That's what I'm saying.
What are you talking about?
We still got to aim.
Like we stopped fighting.
No, but we got to aim.
We have not stopped fighting.
We know that, but we got to do it and aim for the people to nudge them to fight, to keep fighting.
If I had money, I will go into social media and put my message. I don't have mine, so I have a big mouth and use that.
That's the truth. God bless us with your big mouth.
We got the people's champ in our house right now.
We need some chips.
Say it, champ.
Yes, Angel Cordero.
You are the people's champ. What's going on?
Pretty good. I was trying to listen in on the conversation. Who's the guest?
We have Chief Dread and Big Lou.
How you doing, my brother?
And this is Councilman Ali Sloane, the people's champ.
That's right. He walked the talk.
Yes, you know I was listening to the conversation about the 42 murders.
Yes.
Homicides. And there is an event this Saturday over at the on Market Street at the Dooley House.
Market Street at the Dooley House. Who's doing the event, Councilman?
I think the motorcycle group led by Laverne Hicks.
Oh yeah.
I think it's from 10 to 4. I'm not mistaken, probably 9 to 4. And they're going to have at least 500 motorcycles or automobiles, and I just picked it up while I was going downstairs to fly, and it just dawned on me.
What's the event for? I mean, you have motorcycles, you have cars, but what's the message? What's the plan?
The message is stop I guess it's stop the killing. I don't have the fly with me, and stop the shootings. That I think that is the message.
When did you hear about this? Because I haven't heard anything about it.
Well, I think Hicks called me last week, and I really forgot about it until y'all started talking about it, and it just triggered something. And I went and got the fly and just read it. So that is a event that they did before. They came through with about 200 motorcycles at City Hall. Remember back last year, I think.
Yeah, I remember that. And what transpired out of there? What happened? What was the outcome? Was there any success on that?
Well, really, no. It's just the awareness of
Yeah, and I know where you're going to, Councilman. The awareness. We are aware, and we are meeting out.
Yeah, we're way past the awareness stage. We need
our
solutions.
kids are dying right now. We need solutions. The director of the Office of Civil Rights, Phil Freeman, has said to me, we need to put a forum together, a plan and a forum and a plan of action. To put a forum without a plan of action,
I agree with
we need to put something that's going to help our community. We are in danger. And bringing motorcycles and cars like last year and getting nothing out of it, it's really...
It's a feel-good event for a few hours.
Yeah.
Until 2 or 3 people die Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Yes.
I'm sorry
it's
to knock it
something.
down, but this is the way
But we can get the same number of people to come out and vote that day. Think about it. If 500 motorcycles come out, I'm like, that means 500 drivers. That means 500 people that could have voted good politicians into office.
Yep.
That's what we need them.
Yeah. So what's going on, my champion?
What did you say, Angel?
What's going on, champion?
Talk to us.
Well, there's a lot of things going on. There's no jobs. There's no training. There's no hope. There's people that's sitting in positions that don't even act, and they what I call is card catchers. But they're supposed to be card dealers, and there's other folks that deal in the cards.
Business as usual, isn't it?
Yeah, and when you have our people, and I'm going to say our people, when you have so-called black folks, and I say so-called black African Americans, so-called Latinos, Hispanics, Mexicans, that sit in those positions that do not help their own people. I'm talking about the Housing Authority, the Board of Education, the Parking Authority, and the City of Camden, City Hall.
Yeah. You went to the board, because you mentioned the Board of Education. You went to a Board of Education meeting last night. Any good news? Are they going to support the Opportunity Scholarship Act? That never happened. What'd you think?
Will they support it?
No, what happened last night at the Board of Education?
There's a lot of things that happen at the board, and it's still the same old rhetoric.
Status quo.
The administration is the wealthy and the rich, and the students, the parents, and even the board members are the poor. So the board has a president that don't understand that she has the power. The board has the powers. The board relinquished their power and gave it to these individuals. And now they're talking about a state monitor is already there. Now, for the 5 years he's been there, they have audit issues, contract issues, bidding issues, and he's been in place. Now they're talking about bringing another team, giving them more money that we don't have, that should go to the students, that should go to after-school programs, which we don't have none. We can't, in the community, can't even get a school. But these individuals can come in here and, like Shafter, Azaria, yeah, I named them because I really don't care if they go tell their boss. And their boss is Christie. I don't. After the 28th of this month, I'm free from supervision. I'm going to do a lot of telling on who doing what to my people. And we're going to take action.
And I can't wait till that happens, but you're absolutely right. The supervision and the Board of Education, what the heck is that about? Nothing has changed. You have Michaels there for, going on 10 years now?
That's correct.
He has done nothing. In fact, all he did was bail the school district out of the fiscal management crisis. But, if they could, my whole thing, you have to do this yourself. Why do you need an assistance from the Department of Education to get your act together? And Michael hasn't done nothing. All he has done is make nicey with the superintendent, with the Board of Education, And it's business as usual. Destruction of children in the Camden Public Schools. That's what it is.
When you have the board members of so-called African Americans, so-called Hispanics, and you got Europeans that sit on there together, that 9 board members that are powerless, and then you have a mayor that's over that has superpowers, and you have a president of the board that do not know her role.
So really, we don't even have any true stakeholders in that process now.
What they don't do to implement for the children, for the students.
It's not about the children with these guys.
It's not happening because these individuals that sit on the side get paid over $100,000.
There you go. What? That's it. They're just riding the seat until retirement.
Hey, did they finally shut down Shawn Brown?
Where?
Is Shawn Brown shut down? Is Shawn Brown shut down? Remember him, the little kid with the big mouth, want to do everything? And I was applauding him because he was telling the truth. Has he been shut down?
No, he's still there, but something happened to him.
So Shawn Brown got shut down.
Yeah, they always find a way, don't they?
Well, Shawn brought all the stuff out.
Yeah.
And he should have stayed with that position.
Thank you.
Yes.
He done softened his position because we were coming.
Yeah.
We were coming. The cavalry were coming to help him.
Yeah, and that is the very reason that the mayor did not appoint me to the board, because I would have just
turned that upside down.
Turned that upside down. I would have. Oh my God.
They would have had to do something for real.
They would have needed a restraining order for me.
And they would have. They would have had people restraining
nothing happened. And you're right. The cavalry was coming for Shawn Brown, but now no cavalry saying Shawn Brown shut down.
They know, people come and they go. They just outlast you. You know what I mean? That's why this is a long war. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a lot of little battles in the war. Some of them may be some long battles, and some of them are some real short, quick firefights. But when it comes down to it, it has to be a long, concerted effort, constantly attacking.
He set the tone now.
Yeah, he
did.
He did.
And
well,
now
props to him for that. No doubt.
Us as former board members, because I'm gonna call all Phil Freeman, Warren Sykes. I'm gonna call all the former board members, and we're gonna huddle and form a board, a committee to address the needs and what needs to happen, and you're going to be a part of that committee. And we're not going to scream and holler. We're going to go with the facts.
But just don't be like the super committee where they meet and don't come up with any solutions. You know what I mean? Form a committee, have a date that you're going to have a solution, and you lock yourselves in a place, in a hotel somewhere, and no one leaves alive until a solution comes out there. Because this is about life and death.
Yeah,
and until we start looking, attacking these issues in a life and death mentality, same old, same old.
Yeah,
I think that's a good idea,
that's the
Councilman.
That's a perfect point.
We're divided now
That's
on
a
the
perfect
board.
point.
They are divided. Everybody got their own issues, but I think this, like he said, this super committee everybody has their role. You know what I mean? Everybody know the facts because everything's online.
All right.
And Ali Sloane, you know what I'm saying, is easier said than done. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talks like what they're gonna do is easier said than done. Me, I used to follow you at one point, you know what I'm saying? But to me, I'm sorry I gotta be the bad guy, but you know what I'm saying, like I can't listen to somebody like you that took brides and you was extortion and all that shit. So that's just me. That's just me. Now I'm sorry I got to be the bad guy, but I just can't believe I can't believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw when you did positive, but I saw when you did negative. You know what I'm saying? And how can, you know, that's the same thing with Dana Red. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make promises to the people y'all can't keep. Once somebody get power, they forget about everybody. So why do people got to be, you know what I'm saying? The nucleus of this is that we got to attack the people. We got to get the people to do. This ain't about the rally. This ain't about, this is about our kids' life. You know what I'm saying? And that's the valuable point I'm making. I can't believe in you. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
But let me go to bat for my friend.
You shouldn't go to bat for nobody. But for
yourself. Let me say it to you.
That's just how I feel.
Councilman Sloane has been a warrior. Has been out there. I respect him. I will fight with him at his corner at any time. I got mad respect for him. I sold drugs. I was a drug dealer. I was a person who slept in the street. I did crack. I was hooked on crack. I was there. Shouldn't people trust me because I did that?
Listen, this is not what we talking about.
No,
I sold drugs. Listen, I sold drugs. I sold kilos. No, it's not. I sold drugs. I sold kilos. This is the difference. The difference is that when you fighting for people, like when I was in the street, and it's me and my partner, and if they give me some work, I'm not gonna steal from my partner. Okay? That's the difference. He took from the people. He took bribes. That's a whole different thing. He took $36,000 from the people, from a bribe, from extortion. I know the story. Just because I'm from the street, I know my stuff.
Isn't it about, it's not where you from, but it's where you at? I mean, because
wait a minute.
Listen, I'm from the street. I'm from the street. It's a difference between being real in the street, selling drugs and everything. It's a difference between we change. You change. He changed. He changed. He changed. He changed. But let me finish talking. How can I finish talking? I can't finish. I gotta finish talking.
But what we do, we try to come home and do what the best for what we can do to rectify that in God's hands. So if you don't understand that, then you ain't going to be a spokesman for nobody. Mandela went to prison for 26 years, came out and been the president.
He went for a cause. He was for a cause. Yours wasn't for a cause.
All of them with Martin Luther King went to prison.
That was a cause.
All the freedom fighters, because you know why they had to get up. They had to get me. But I didn't sell no drugs. I didn't. I didn't force poison on the people. So what are you talking about? Like, I'm good. I can speak. I'm good. You ain't good if you are being negative to your brother. Well, just sit and listen to yourself now.
Well, you know, I'm going to post this on the internet, so there's going to be lots of opportunities for we all to go back.
It is on the internet. All what I've done is on the internet. They had to get me because I was the leader of the people. So they had to take me down.
I believe that, brother. I believe they had to get you.
Right,
that's
so
what they do for our people.
To tell the story, what happened.
Let me tell you.
Can you tell yours?
Now, let me tell you, I was with Councilman Sloane from day one. I mean, first of all, we were fighting in the beginning. Then we became friends. And then we fought together, and I know what the things that you have done. And I know that we're after you. You was a maverick. You was a vocal. No other councilman in history was as loud and for the people as Ali Sloane was. There wasn't. I mean, there's not one. There hasn't been one. And I don't think there's going to be one.
And I agree with you on that point. I was a follower of him. If you guys will really listen to what somebody say, I used to follow Sloane. I have a lot of people in Pollock. You know what I'm saying? He knows a lot of my people. You know what I mean? But them same people that he knows, he upset a lot of them people that used to follow him too. So understand what I'm saying. When I'm saying about, you know what I mean, the drug situation, I'm giving you an example of we all went through. We all could change. But what I'm saying is me personally, I know the negativity that was brought afterwards, which a lot of his people, which is my close friends, don't mess with him on that note. So I'm just saying, me personally, I don't want to believe in somebody that been through that.
Wait a minute. Let me finish.
I'm talking
like
about
80%
people.
of the people. You ain't get everybody, Angel. And let me tell you one thing. This was systematically, and I'm going before my press conference when I'm released. No one does, and you didn't even do, young man, what I'm about to do. Those individuals target Wayne Bryant, they target Shark James, they target Frumo, they target Lynch, so you don't even know the history politically, what's going on here. Bush had a mandate to get those Democratic leaders. So who can get in office? Christopher Christie. The Attorney General. The head of the FBI. Come on, man. I know the whole syndicate.
On that note, I gotta move on. But you know, I support Christie, and you know that Wayne Bryant deserves to be there. You know Wayne Bryant.
He is.
Yeah, you know me and you went after that boy.
Angel, one thing Wayne was, he was the head lieutenant of the Democratic Party. He needed to be there. Ain't no disagreement about that. But they systematically, for the boy to win. This is a cynical piece what they did, man. And they trying to do the same thing with Obama. Come on now. Wake up.
Wait a minute. Obama right now, I support Barack Obama. I just don't support the deportation that's been happening under his name. But I support him. And I will tell
Latinos in 1 year.
Like I will tell you this. I will tell you this, and I told you because I keep it real. I don't care. If Christie would have run for office, I would have supported Christie. But if Christie is not running, I support Obama because I cannot support these jokers right now that are running for Republicans. And that note, we got to go. Councilman, I'm going to need you to come back.
All right.
Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Angel, this was a perfect example of the mess that we have to deal with, you know what I mean, behind the scenes. In our communities, we have to come together. So we got to bring out all this nasty stuff. Then now's the time to bring it out because we all need to unite for this fight. We can't accept all these deaths to our young men and women, and we definitely can't accept the multi-generational ignorance that just keeps going on and on. And guess what? Camden just lost his title as the poorest city. Did you see that in the news?
Who's the poorest city now?
Oh, it was yesterday. It was on
no
PBS. Reading, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Reading, Pennsylvania, number one in the nation, and you can look at that on PBS.org.
And who's there, Chief? Who is there? Tell me.
It was. That's a city with over 70% Latinos.
Oh, thank you.
And guess what the headline is here? As poorest U.S. city, Reading is also struggling with high dropout rate. So, do we have a connection?
Connection.
There we go.
Isn't it like a cycle? Yep. Wherever you have minorities, especially Latinos?
Especially Latinos. Understand that with minorities, this has been a persistent problem, but this is uniquely a despicable problem with Latinos in the United States.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We own this problem.
And not only is this urban education crisis bad for black and Hispanic and it's genociding our community, but it's also destroying this great nation.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. This country does not have a future
if
you allow all your urban areas to have their working age adults not able to work because of education and skill sets. We're done. And plus, if a man or woman in an urban area is not paying taxes, working and making money and paying taxes, then what are they doing? They're taking money from the government. Now, how the hell are we going to get ahead for the next decade?
Absolutely. But the federal government has a plan. Deport as many Hispanics as you can. It doesn't matter if they're from Puerto Rico. But you get them out of here.
Yeah, that's a real
smart good plan. But we got the Reverend and ex-former chairman of the Republican Party. How are you,
hey,
sir?
How you doing? I'm doing good, Angel. I want to let you know that the story did break on Friday.
I saw it.
Daily News did a nice story on me.
Yes, I did. Thank you for sending it to me. I thought it was, I think he did a good. Jason did a good job with you.
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to ask you a question about the what is the deal that they're doing with the with George Norcross and these special kind of this arrangement that the governor is making about taking over the schools or making something outside of the Scholarship Act. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't heard anything from the Department of Education about taking over the school districts yet. Not because the accuser has not been released yet, and there is talk. Nothing said on concrete about taking the Board of Education because you need to go. It's a long process and just to take full control. And
they're like privatizing the public school or something in that effect, isn't it?
I haven't heard
that Norcross is moving.
No, I know Norcross is looking to build some charter schools but you could ask him that question next week. George Norcross will be on the studio, and I will ask everybody: do not give me a speech and do not disrespect this man. That's two things I will not tolerate. If you come in with a speech, I'm gonna cut you off. If you come with a question, ask him a question, direct question, and he'll answer. We'll move on. Civilized. I will not allow anybody to disrespect this man.
We don't want to discourage politicians from coming on the show. We need them. We need them to have the mic.
Absolutely, because I want to know.
Discourse.
I want to know what's in this man's head, and I want people to know what's going on. But Eddie, to answer your question, I don't know. If I don't know, there is nothing really going on right now because I am on the governor's task force and I hear everything. But no, if there is probably rumors, nothing is set in stones. And as soon as I know something,
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how this, anything that wants to get done in New Jersey, Norcross has a big hand in it. And if this opportunity scholarship is sponsored by his brother, sponsored by our candidates in the 5th district, then I don't see the reason why it's not going through. It's something that he's pulling back on you letting us know.
Reverend, the reason it's not going. The reason that the opportunity scholarship is not going through is because of two reasons. One is Speaker Oliver has not posted and doesn't want to post it. If it posted, it passes. No, there's no two way about it. The other one is the other problem is that Black and Hispanic legislators in the North are tied up to the teachers union and have sold out their people. That's bottom line on that. So
just a minute. Let me little recap to that to Lou a little bit about what I've been doing. This opportunity scholarship, I said that a parent has a civil right to give their children the best education possible. And if they feel like a faith-based education is best for their kids in the safest environment, then by all means they have a civil right to do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I really, like you say, that you could be a promoter for the Catholic schools of all the kids that you've taken out of the Camden schools and put them in private schools, because I'm Puerto Rican and our people are faith-based. We're definitely with the Catholic Church.
Reverend, really quick, we having a rally December 1st. We're going to leave from my school approximately 9 o'clock. Are you coming with us?
Oh, absolutely. You got to let me know about that. Now, listen, I also want to talk to Lou about that we're going to do this petition drive like I did for the Bible curriculum, prayer to schools, that we're going to do this taxation without representation for non-violent offenders' right to vote. I think if a parent has a child in the public schools and they're on probation and parole, they absolutely have a right to vote on the issues.
That's
really going to be pushing that. I had it on my petition when I first started, and I dropped it off and said, let me finish this one work, and then we're going to move to the next one. And that's the next move, Angel.
I'm with you 100%. I'm sure Big Lou is. I'm sure the chief is. We need to free our folks are in prison. they need to have the right. When you have 70% of the population in jail, something needs to happen. Oh my God!
Probation, parole can't. You know, we go out and try to register people to vote, and half the people can't vote. So
I gotta let you go, but thank you for calling. See you next week. Okay. All right.
That was a wonderful point there from Reverend Torres. I mean, we need to free our men so they can become productive citizens. And how you do that? By exercising your right to vote. Exactly. But Angel, have you seen recently the big fuss about Reverend Khan from the Solid Rock Worship Center in Cherry Hill? How he's trying to start up his own charter school?
Yes.
So even the burbs are getting into this because why? You know, things are getting bad out there too. Okay, this thing is just not isolated to the urban areas, man. You know, if this is like a big giant, infection, a virus, a cancer, it will spread out of the urban areas and affect those, right around it.
And let me say something on that. The big problem is that the Cherry Hill people are saying that this is a Christian school. We don't need charter schools. We got the best schools in the country. Blase, blase, blase. And they're having a big push against that. And but my message to Reverend Khan: you have a school in Camden. I don't care if it's a Martian school. Us will support you. We need more options in Camden. We don't need them in Cherry Hill.
And also, the New York Times put out an article the other day about that the census, they reworked their new measure of poverty to try to get the count on poor people. And, they have a new definition called near poor.
I thought you said I thought you was going to say they ran out of ink.
Well, they were so-called startled when they found out that the number of Americans who are poor is 76% higher. And that was the New York Times.
76%.
Okay,
higher.
So the numbers starting to come out that, and of course, it's the middle class is shrinking so much. And that's where all this new poor is coming from.
We're moving from rich to poor. More rich and poor.
There's going to be a few super rich, and the rest of us are just going to be poor.
Very good.
If we don't do something to stop
this. Absolutely, yes. What else you got?
Okay, we got big news the other day about the police cuts in cities are tied to the dip in arrests. All these, how when they did all these layoffs earlier in the year and late last year saying, it's not going to really affect, how we attack crime. Well, it came out in Camden, Atlantic City, New York, Trenton, Patterson, and a whole bunch of other, densely populated cities that crime went up because they don't have enough policemen to make the arrest for the small things. In a way, that's good because we don't need our brothers with more. But you know what?
Don't get into a car accident.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Yeah, work it out.
It out. Yeah, you're on your own, and you know what? That might be okay for us guys. I don't want my wife or my daughter, get into an accident and not having a police response in the city, man. So it's getting out of control, and all these claims about. Well, we can do more with less. Not doing the same old system. No. You're going to have to think outside the box, and we're going to have to do some new things.
When you had more, you did less. Now you have less. You're doing much less.
And, I found this crazy news thing the other day, man, about overseas and in Europe and, with all the craziness they're going through. Well, they have a new political party called the Pirate Party.
Pirate?
And I thought that was a joke until I researched that they have a whole bunch of assemblymen and and senators in all these different countries.
Oh, really?
Because and it's all young people. They're fed up. They're angry, and it started in Belgium, and and it's just spread internationally, where it's in 4 different countries now, and they have their own party, and they're putting their own young people in there, and they are really radical.
I'm not surprised.
Out of frustration.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's written.
It's crazy.
I'm not surprised. That's my views on and takes on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Put the pirate flag up if it ain't working.
Hey, that's my
what's
views.
going on.
Hey, did you guys see the presidential debate last night? The Republican debate.
No.
Well, Newt Gingrich is leading the polls. So last night he comes out and says, the Republican Party is the family party. How do we look going out there and deporting and breaking families that have lived here for 25 years?
Thank you.
I thought that was Newt Gingrich scored points with me last night. And I think that was so awesome that he said that. You know who also said that? Perry. They assassinate him. They're assassinating Newt right now in 1210, and because they don't want to talk about immigration. They don't want to do anything about immigration, and this is that is a moral issue.
Well, Fox News yesterday had a long piece on the importance of the Puerto Rican vote in Florida, and I'm like, I was stunned. I told my wife, I can't believe they're actually doing a piece on the Puerto Ricans in Florida, because now the parties know how important it is to cater to Latinos. But at the same time, when the last few years, last year, where they deported over 350,000 Latinos, are breaking up families, businesses are crumbling. And you know what, though? And they put this thing as like, we got to be anti-immigrant. But we also don't, they don't talk about in discussion is that in the past 100 years, this country has had a policy of reducing the amount of immigrants allowed in from countries where the people look like us here in this room.
And
you know what I mean?
The bottom line is, Chief and Big Lou, in 40 years, we are going to grow to 150 million strong.
Like it or not, no matter how much you want to deport us.
No matter what you do.
The numbers don't lie.
No matter what you do. We're talking 150 million citizens. Voters. Right. You have a problem. Republicans, you want to take control of the White House, you better cater to the Hispanic community. Lou, last words.
Shout out to everybody that's listening. I'll see y'all tomorrow at the Thanksgiving drive. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Angel, shout out to the Chief. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do this again. Another thing, you know what I'm saying? I really don't need to apologize. Next time, let me answer my questions. I do respect Angel. This is Angel's show. But the people out there, we'll meet them all. We'll talk about it more. Bye.
All right. Chief. Past shows are on fixcamden.com. Please, people, start to get involved in this stuff because it's life and death. The numbers are just going to get much worse.
Fixcamden.com. You don't need to apologize, Lou, because this is live and in your face.
Hoorah.